Welcome to English 101. My name is Patty Rasmussen and I will be your instructor this quarter. I just wanted to take a moment to kind of take you on a tour around our classroom on Angel. So this is the main page that you're looking at right now. It's the home page of our classroom. So you've got your course email over here, course announcements here, but the most important thing I want you to look at right off the bat is this link right here. If you click on that, it will take you to the course syllabus. And it should pop up right there. So you can see, obviously, this is our course syllabus, and I'm going to very briefly go through this with you, so make sure that you go back and read it in much more detail than I go through right now. So it's got our goals and our structure. With the required materials, make sure that you have daily internet access and that it's reliable and that you're using an updated version of Word, and pretty much you just want some reliable technology to help you get through this course, because when it's all online, that's really all you have to rely on. And if you don't have something that's going to work, it's not going to make things as easy on you as it could be. Also, make sure that you have an email address connected with Angel that you actually check. That way when I send out emails, you will get them. As far as the assignments go, the major thing you need to know is that I grade your papers in a portfolio assessment. So that means that you'll be working on your papers throughout the quarter, but I won't actually give them a grade until the very end. So it means that you're able to edit and revise and do all of that throughout the quarter. So make sure you go back and take a look at that information. I've got the major papers that you are going to be writing, which all can be put in your portfolio. And the weekly assignments, the reflection activities. The big thing with the reflection activities is to make sure that you really develop your answers and show me what you've learned through your reading of the textbook. Don't just regurgitate what the textbook says, but really give it some thought and reflect. That's kind of the point. So I've got some information about the weekly discussion boards. Do know that your final portfolio is worth 50% of your grade. So while those papers may not seem important at the very beginning, they will make up half your grade by the end. So you do want to do a really good job on those. Then we've got your discussion boards and your other weekly activities. So there's a grading scale, and then we have some policies here that you need to make sure that you run through. Dealing with technology. Office hours I don't have because this is an online course, so if you ever need some help, just email me and we can set up a time to chat online if you'd like as well. There's some policies about emailing, grading. Let's see here. The biggest policy that I have is about late work, and the biggest thing you need to know is that I don't accept it pretty much for any reason. So if you have an emergency, please let me know, but understand that that may or may not. If you know that you're going to be out of town, make sure you do your work in advance, and then you won't have any issues with that. I don't offer extra credit, so make sure you do the best work you can the first time. Then there's some information about discussion board etiquette, some information about plagiarism and what will happen if you get caught plagiarizing. So please just don't do it. Let's be honest and do our own work. I've got a little section in here about the English Skills Lab in the library, so if you would like some extra help with your papers, please, that's what they're there for. Use them. I've got a link here to their information. And then the course outline. Pretty basically, I've cut the quarter into 2 units. The first is about improving your thinking. The second is about improving your writing. So pretty clear cut there. So again, make sure you go back through this course syllabus and take a look at that in more detail, especially since there's a quiz about it as well. An easy way to navigate throughout Angel is to just come up here on this little toolbar, and it will take you back to the main course page. Right here we have a little box that will expand as more discussion boards become available throughout the quarter, and it's just a little quick link. So if you log on just to get your discussion board done, all you have to do is click off that link and it'll take you there. With the course announcements, make sure you just take a quick look right there every time you log in. Doesn't take a whole lot of effort, but sometimes I post things about grades and things on these announcements, and I know in the past that my students don't tend to look here, but like I say, it's really not hard. You should be getting online every day at least once. You also need to be checking this area at least once a day. Let's go over to the report tab. I'll show you how to check your grades. All you have to do is go down to the grades category, make sure that your name is selected here, and then come over to the right and click run. And then your grade report will pop up. Obviously it's really small because I really don't have a whole lot online yet since it's the beginning of the quarter, but the important things you need to know are your overall grade right here, and then your other grades will pop up here. But the other thing I really want you to pay attention to are my comments. Don't just look at your grade, look at the comments that I make, because if I see recurring errors or just simply some explanation as to why you got the grade you did, always look at your comments, and if something doesn't make sense, let me know. If you get quite a poor grade, then I will probably always let you know why that is, so that you're not confused. So always check your comments to make sure that everything's in order. So the content of the course is found under weekly lessons. So this is the tab you're going to be using the most. And here you will find the folders for each week. So obviously as we go throughout the quarter, you'll see more folders here. So just click on the link, and this will take you to your weekly tasks and assignments. So the top up here are the steps that you need to take in completing your work, and down here is the work itself. So let's go into a discussion board, and I will show you how to complete one of those. So right now you can see that I have a couple practice posts to show you how the discussion board expands. But to create a new post, you just click on the new post button. Enter a title. Enter your post here. Now I will warn you that for some people it works to write their entire post in Word and then to cut and paste it, but I have had some students with trouble with that. So you can give it a try. If it doesn't work, you're just going to have to type in here. Please use the spell check and make sure that your work is readable. Please don't add attachments. Your students most likely are not going to open an attachment to look at your work, and I don't want to have to open an attachment in order to grade it. So it makes things more complicated. Please do not do attachments. Then when you're done, simply select submit, and then your post will be right there. Then when you want to reply to someone's post, simply click on the post you want to reply to. You will see that post, and then you'll see the little link down here to reply to it. Okay, so then again you'll have a title. You can reply to the post there. Again, don't do attachments. Here's the original post. Click submit, and then you'll see that your response is connected to that post, and then the discussion board just continues to grow and grow. So pretty simple. If you go back to week 1, let's take a look at this reflection activity. It's going to say resume because I've gone into this before, but I believe your button will say begin the first time you use it. And just like on the grade reports, how you can look at my comments, I will open up all the reflection activities after they're graded so that you can review them. You won't be able to change your answers, but you'll be able to see the feedback that I give to you on any given question. So those comments won't show up on your grade report. You have to go into the reflection activity in order to see them. So when you go into any sort of assessment tool like this is what you're going to see. So this is what all of your reflection activities will look like. And I don't expect you to be able to complete these in one sitting, so please don't try. You'll probably get exhausted trying to do that, but you can save and continue your work later, or you can submit it. You can try doing your work in Word and then cutting and pasting. That might work as well. Or you can cut and paste all of the questions into Word, then answer them, and then cut and paste back in here, and then submit it in one sitting. But it really doesn't matter. Let's see. When it comes to folders, again, just simply click on the link. You can tell that they're all just things that you need to click on. So it's really quite self-explanatory. Just remember that all the content for the course is going to be under the weekly lessons. The course is the main course page. And if you ever have any questions in navigating, please let me know. I try really hard to make my course easy to use on your part so that you know where you're going and what you're doing, and I try to set things up in order, in a logical order up here. So I really do try to make an effort for that. So if there's something that you think needs help, just let me know. All the due dates are very self-explanatory, so just look around, get comfortable with Angel. I have a link to a tutorial right here if you need it. So just let me know and keep me posted on how you're doing, and I hope you have a great quarter.